हाय एवरीवन। रेडियो बूज की स्टूडियो से आपका स्वागत है। मैं और मेरे टीम की तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आप हमारे लगातार देखने वाले ऑडियंस हैं और आपके कमेंट्स और आपकी ओपिनियन का हमें बहुत स्वागत है और हम आभारी होंगे अगर आप हमें बताएंगे कि हम आपको ये हमारा प्रोग्राम, हमारा एफर्ट कैसे लग रहा है। आज हम डिप्रेशन के बारे में डिस्कशन को आगे बढ़ाते हुए we will talk about how children are going through depression in these era, in this time, in this season। कि हमें बहुत बार लगता है कि बच्चों को असर नहीं होता है, बट ऐसा नहीं है। माहौल से, परिवार से और बचपन से जो उनको चैलेंजेस होते हैं उसको लेके बहुत सारे बच्चे ट्रॉमा से गुजरते हैं, चैलेंजेस से गुजरते हैं। और आज मेरे साथ एक मेहमान हैं जिनसे मैं बात करूंगी, जिन्होंने ऐसे चैलेंजेस फेस किया और ओवरकम किया। सो हम उनसे जानना चाहेंगे कि बच्चे कैसे फेस करते हैं चैलेंजेस आज के डेट में। वी वेलकम यू। वुड यू लाइक टू जस्ट से हेलो टू आवर ऑडियंस?
Hello everyone.
So she's not comfortable showing her face, so that's you will hear her, but you will not be able to see her. So please tell us when exactly when you felt that you're going through difficult time in your as a child.
Well, basically, when a child obviously hasn't developed a brain, even if they're going through something, they might not realize they're going through something, but they're still suffering that. So unless someone is there to realize it, or if it gets too bad and parents are not there to realize soon enough that the child is going through something, then it might get worse. So my stage of that was few years ago when I was
How old you were?
something.
8 years old. Yeah. So when what was your thought when you went through that?
My thoughts were quite dark and very negative. Still are, and negative thoughts come to every age and gender. No one is safe from negative thoughts, and age is not an exception to that.
So even the little children, they get negative thoughts.
Yes.
So one point of time you were talking to a parent, and the parent told me that she should be counseling parents how to handle children. So there might be a lot of parents who are watching. What would you tell them? How can they identify that child is going through difficulties?
Well, most children go through difficulty with their parents' expectations on them,
Right.
and their burden on them. So if you're saying something to your child, but you might not realize if it's affecting that child or not. And since in your eyes it's right, but in the child's eyes is not, and it's you might think that we know what's better for them. Yes, you might know, you're much older and you have great experiences, but you have flaws as well, and you still do mistakes. So some words of yours might hurt the child, even if it's good or bad.
So to the parents, we would like to request that be sensitive how you talk to your child, how you tell them to rise up higher, because sometimes I feel that whenever the parent has failed in some area, they want the child to succeed in the same area. I have noticed that. So we put undue pressure on the child. So you talk to a lot of your same age group friend, am I right? So do you think it's very common that are all the children going through the same phase, or there are some exception?
Well, I won't say I talk to every single child. I have a very small group of friends, but some children have a very normal lifestyle and normal childhood, but when they grow, with burden of school and burden of society, if they their experiences go when they're getting older, they experience more. So the burdens of society and school weigh on them. Like, I have a friend and she is in now 10th. Now because of that, she barely spends time with me, since she is burdened by her mother and father's expectations of her studies and the boards coming. That's why we barely talk now, and she's going through something.
Mm-hmm. So, just because we cannot take your name as you requested, we can't show your face. But I believe that your voice that you made people to hear today, that will bring a lot of deliverance to a lot of children, young age teenagers, and parents. But one thing I would like to request you that if somebody is going through suicidal thoughts, what would you like to tell them?
I'm not really the best person to talk about suicide since I'm going through the same thing and still trying to get out of it. But it's when they dislike themselves. They think that they're not worth in this society. They think that it's better off that they're dead since no one really cares for them. And that's when the child is being neglected, and they're in like deep things, and they're in so into negativity that it's very difficult to take them out.
Mhm. So, do you suggest the people who are hearing to go through counseling and medicine, or talk to somebody, or talk to parents, or talk to a friend or counselor? What would you suggest them?
I believe it's best to talk to someone you trust that won't go around telling them everyone else, or just keep it to themselves as a secret and help you along the way, as well as sympathize with you, uh, and help you to try like get out of this situation you're in. But it won't like happen overnight. You'll have to wait. It might take months or years, but you will get out of it one day.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you so much for talking to our audience. I am sure that somebody is going to get benefit from this conversation. We thank you for visiting us in the studio today. God bless you. And हम सबको देखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और हमारी बातें सुनने के लिए धन्यवाद. I would request you please write your comment and tell us how did you like the program. God bless you. Until we see you again.